Connect me from the chat, from the game league. This shit tripping. Ballin'!
Yeah. What's score, man?
Episode 3. Here we go. Early season 3, episode 3. I like the magic number 3 right now. Sounds important.
Fucking beat me, bro.
My boy Gunn sending me down. Let's get them, and we know what we doing. First and goal at the Atlanta 8-yard rush by Devion Bush for a touchdown. Branch got a touchdown on the ground. Cam and Falcons gear up for the Buccaneers. Big matchup coming up. Chiefs scheming for Pats and Bridgewater. Big news. Bridgewater is the new starting quarterback. We don't know why. I got to get details. We got to find out what Rascreen Skadimes is going to talk about this. You don't know why Teddy Bridgewater has now gotten the start in New England, but I'm assuming that Coach Nano is in panic mode. You know, Max been sending pictures out there about this is your quarterback and shit like that, and all of a sudden that quarterback's sitting. All of a sudden now we want to find out. I'm gonna get details. We'll get Raheem to get us the details ASAP. Arizona prepares for Seattle. Watson and Sanders won't want points versus Saints. Ooh, big game. Chargers scheming for football team in Doolittle. Pittsburgh prepares for Houston. Tennessee hosts Indianapolis in week 3. Looks like Raheem might be talking. Look like it's a trade in works right now, man. Look like Josh Allen will be moving on if they can get the trade details right. I don't know what the hell's going on over there with the trade, but if they can work out the details right between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans, which is, you know, crazy because they drafted Charleston last year to go with Tannehill, and they both really stunk up the place. So it looks like the Tennessee Titans are trying to move on from even the rookie. You know, obviously you keep the rookie on your roster, but you bring a Josh Allen, and it's a game changer over there. They get themselves a quarterback over there. We'll see what happens with the receivers over there because Julio, we know he's 55 years old, so we'll see what's going on over there with that. Panthers visit Fields and the Bears. This is going to be a big game. The Panthers' new coach over there is Coach McCoy. You know, I know guys are going to be paying attention, and some of you guys have never seen him play before or know what he's about. And he's taking over a really good Panthers football team right now. So that's a big matchup that we got to check out. Make sure we pay attention to. Minnesota prepares for Dallas. We got to get Minnesota's playbook and shit right over there so his games can stop dropping. He's killing his seasons right now because he's losing games because of drops. Giants defend home field in week 3. Star running back on display. Alright, that's your news right there. We talk about it, and that's it. Before I get into anything and everything, and hits the franchise guru. I'm here today with a heavy heart, chilling. You know what I'm saying? We have to talk about what's going on with some things in the league right now. So let's get to it. First and foremost, fellas, pay attention to the league. Pay attention to the chat, fellas, because the computer rules are coming up. I posted a big post in the chat about some things that's going to change, and if you didn't read those Gort alerts, you better go read those Gort alerts, because if you're not on this show watching and showing your team's name in the podcast, in the comment section, you will not be able to be involved in what's going on to what I'm about to talk about soon. So please, yep, that's hot. Yep, appreciate you. Alright, so I just posted computer game rules. Now, when it comes to breakout messages, there's going to be no more just saying you got to break out messages and show on one picture of it. You got to show the detail. Every breakout doesn't mean it's a trait upgrade. It doesn't mean it's an ability trait upgrade. So you need to show your breakouts in detail. So I would screenshot all the important pieces you need. If a guy give you a force win, I will advise you to play the computer and get the if you're doing a breakout week. If you don't play the computer, we're going back to this. You will have to hold on to that picture and your screenshot of your breakouts until you play your next user game, and then you're gonna have to get that in that user's game. And if you get that in that user game, then we'll give you the breakout. I'm just not giving abilities to guys that because the computer didn't. I mean, because the guy, their opponent didn't play them, and they had a breakout. And they just get the upgrade. We're not doing that no more. So you got to earn it still. So whether you play the CPU yourself or you take it into the next game and get exactly what they asking your guy to do as far as goal wise, right? So you know, it's numerous scenarios. All of them doesn't mean upgrade and trait. I promise you that. I've seen them a lot. I know they do separate them. But when you do get the game, the ability upgrade ones, trait upgrades on guys, it's going to tell you the goal you got to complete. It'll tell you what you need to do in that game to get it. And that's what we need the picture of. You take the picture of that, the week it is, and then we go into your next user game, and you have to complete those goals, and I'll give it to you. When it comes to breakout messages from here on out, and you got to use a computer game, you have to send that information to our Giants coach, Max. You got to send it to Max Kellerman, right? That's where it's going. All right, so you know, again, all trades go to Shoguns, the Jaguars coach, or the Lions coach, Antonio Todd. Anything that has to deal with rules being broke or you want to contest something, it goes through Coach DC Hitter, the Washington football coach. You know, you guys got to stop sending me that type of stuff. I'm busy enough doing all types of other things. So please send the things that you need to send appropriate out to who it has to go to. I am going to allow guys from now on, if you're in the game and the guy is running the same coverages, and I think guys are getting it twisted. I think they think because it's 4 different cover 3s, you can run it, or 4 different cover 4s, you can run it, and pass the rules that we have set. What's going to start happening is guys going to start losing draft picks. Simple as that. So understand what we mean. Or you're on offense and you run stretch out of 5 different formations, but you ran it 5 times in that drive, you're breaking a rule. Just because the formation changes or the name of the cover 3 changes doesn't mean you're not running cover 3 or cover 4 or man to man. You know, even us man to man guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to switch it up. I think we do a good job with allowing guys to do things. You know, to be able to repeat plays at a good rate, good number. Remember, if a guy keep you on hurry up offense, as long as he got you on hurry up offense, you can play the same defense. That doesn't count. But if you're not, you know, if a guy keep you on hurry up offense for 2 plays, and you ran cover 4 those 2 plays, and then he goes out of the huddle and comes into something else, you cannot run cover 4 again. If you run cover 4, any cover 4 3 times in a drive, you cannot run it a 4th time. It's just that simple, right? Cover 3, cover 4, any of it, man to man, any of the coverages, offensively too. We gotta be able to dig into our playbooks. We're as a league, our play is so good as a league that we should be able to be versatile this way. We should be able to you know, switch up, and it's going to help your game, period, because you're learning more defenses and you're getting comfortable with doing other things, period, right? All right, so you know, that's on that front. For y'all activity and how guys ball out over here, especially the guys that watch the show every night, when we do the show, and y'all all glued in and y'all participate. I've always putting something out there for y'all to get, right? So we're attacking it a little different this time around. So let me come out of this and go to rosters. So there's a bunch of practice squad players that's sitting on practice squad, and they're on 2 different teams right now, okay? But we're not going to do the practice squad wavering system this time. This is how this is going to go. So when we go to practice squad and you look at, we'll start with the Browns roster. That's where I made them at. You guys can see you got Spencer Bynes, a tight end, 1 year in, 81 overall, just sitting on practice squad right now. All right, somebody might need a tight end on star right now. Somebody might need a dog tight end to come in and play for him right now. 86 speed, 90 special catch, 85 break tackle. He can block as well. Run block 75, lead block 73. This is a dog somebody needs, right? sitting on practice squad. You go down some. Dylan Virgil, a quarterback, sitting on practice squad, right? Chilling here on star. Somebody might need a starting quarterback right now. 82 speed, 84 acceleration. When it comes down to him throwing the football, let's see what his throw power. 96 throw power, chilling. It's the first round talented quarterback sitting here. All right. Thank the computer for picking up 2 quarterbacks for the Browns. Cornerback Russ McClendon, 6'3", 185 pounds. This is actually not there. This goes to the Texans. This is his corner, so let's ignore that one. But when we come down, you got Keenan Clancy, 6'2", 200, 91 speed, 91 excel, 6'2", 21 years old, 75 overall. Right tackle Robbie Harris, 6'6", 318 pounds. Star athlete. All right. All but the kid right here, Russ McClendon, is all available for anybody that's watching the podcast show that type their name in the chat, in the comment section. If you typed your team's name in the comment section, if you did not watch this podcast show and your name is not typed in this comment section, and Max will be recording who typed their name in the comment section, you will be eligible to be able to get one of these 4 players. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're in a game, just type your name in the comment section. I hear you on headset with me, I got you, but you could just type your name in the comment section on your phone. And then we got one more. A couple players over here on the Patriots team right now, right? Yeah, type your name. Can we just grab one? Grab them now? No. You can't just grab them. It's going to be a way you can get them. All right. So we got a center, 76 overall, 6'6", 322 pounds with 97 strength, sitting on practice squad. Now I don't know if his strength is up like that because he's on Nando's practice squad. All those players' strength went up. I'm not sure what his strength really was. Yeah, he went up a +4, so he's really a 93 strength. But look what you're looking at. All right, 83 awareness, that's up +3, so you're looking at a pretty solid center sitting here on star, right? Quarterback Jimmy Brock, mobile quarterback, 6 foot, 207 pounds, 87 speed, 87 excel. And there are your 2 players, the other 2 players. That's 5 total players that, if guys need a player, need a position, can get if you're on the show and you comment in your team's name in the comment section, right? Now, how do you get this player? When the show's over, you want to send me or Nano your bid on a player, okay? That's only if you was in the comment section. You're going to send me or Nano your bid on the player. Now, to get that player, your next game, you must win the game by 21 points, wherever you play. The first person that wins that game by 21, and if it doesn't happen that week, say nobody wins their game by 21, then they sit there till the next week. Start to bid over, rebid on them again, and start over. If the moment you win a game by 21, that player is your player that you bidded on. He's yours. That's the only way you can get him. All right, so it's not a true bidding war, and then we wait till see how many people bidded on these players. It's you want the player, bid on that player, win your game by 21. You win your game by 21, then the player is yours. If not, now let's just say 2 people bidded on the same player, and y'all both, scored over 20, beat y'all opponent by 21. Then it goes the following week. Y'all rebid again, goes the following week. So again, you got 2 quarterbacks on this list. 2 really good offensive linemen on this list, a really good tight end, and a couple cornerbacks on this list right now. All right, so as of right now, I see all the names that's in the that's commenting their team names in the comment section, and you guys will be eligible to be able to grab one of these players. They will sit there until those goals are met. All right, fellas, we understand that?
Yep.
All right, cool. So we understand that. I might make a few more. I might make a few more guys to add to this list. But right now, I just showed y'all the list. So you got Jay Scully, you got Jimmy Brock. I thought it was more over here. I thought I made 3. Not sure. I thought I made 3. And then when you go to the Browns team, user only, right? Yeah, none of this 21 over. Nah, just user team only. All right. So Spencer Bynes, tight end. Quarterback Dylan Virgil. Cornerback Keenan Clancy. Right tackle Robbie Harris. So they're the guys that are eligible on the Browns practice squad. And then you saw the 2 over there on the Patriots practice squad. I might make another 3 to 4 for y'all. I will if I do it, you know what, I'll probably make another 3 or 4. When I make those 3 or 4, just check the practice squad. They'll be on probably my practice squad. Yeah, I'll make them on my practice squad. So even if I'll make them on my practice squad. So you'll check the Browns, the Patriots, and the Ravens practice squad for players you can bid on. Once you make that bid, you have to beat your next opponent by 21 points. If you do that, then you get that player. All right,
Yes,
and I'm doing it this way
only.
because
No computer games.
I'm doing it this way because I think, you know, you guys, most of the guys that watch the show are always in the chat, always helping out, commenting and all that. And I feel like, you know, I made these players. You don't really see me making the guys 81 overall, 78 overall, 70. These are kind of like first round talents for you. So if you need a position or you need one of these positions, then why does it keep kicking me out like I'm not actively doing something right now? They gotta stop with this shit, man. Better fix their fucking game. Alright, manage roster, go back down to NFL rosters, and then practice squad. Alright, so let me go to my practice squad real fast and see what the rookies I got on there real fast. And I'll better tell you who I'm going to make. So, alright, no. Alright, so wide receiver Morgan Sherman. Right outside linebacker George Leonard. Right end Brandon Sutherland. And another wide receiver, Ron Downey. These are the guys I'm going to make. All right, so again, Morgan Sherman, wide receiver.
They'll end up being on the top because they'll have the highest overall.
Yep, you'll see them. George Leonard, Brandon Sutherland, and Ron Downey will be the next 4 I make. Now, again, to get this, one more time, to get it, you have to have your name commented, your team's name commented in the podcast right now. Alright, then you have to make your bid on it. Then you have to beat your opponent. You got to beat your next opponent by 21 points. And until that happens, those players will sit there until somebody meets that goal. You meet that goal, you get the players. Alright. Again, I appreciate you guys for, you know, always being on the shows, always participating, especially guys like, I mean, honestly, as much as young Camden is on this bitch, I almost want to do something for himself, but I kind of like how he's doing right now. He's building the shit out of his team. He's doing some things, so I'll just let him be a part of this shit. But he's like the #1 player that comes on the shows and comment and participate, and I'm not talking about the guys that's in chat with me all the time. I'm talking about him not being in chat with me at all and always participating and showing love to the podcast show. Me and Shoguns appreciate that shit to the fullest, man. So shout out to you. Now let's talk about who's sitting at the table. Let's see, we want to sit at the table, right? We want to sit at the throne room. We want to sit in the throne room. We're just gonna talk about 2 weeks of play right now. So we go right into league scheduling and we go into stats and awards real fast. And let's just see who's doing what right now. And I know we only have 2 games played, but this is a quick show because remember, halftime of my favorite team's game right now. So what I want to do is go to the NFL and I would just look through the NFL right now and we see Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield, Computer Love, Greg Peters, Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields, Hurts, Brett Williams, and Zach Wilson. Let's see if that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got to go a little farther down to Kyler Murray and then GDK. All right, showing it, throwing that thing around right now. Let's see who threw the most touchdowns in 2 games so far. And we're gonna look at Herbert with 10, Lamar with 9, DK with 9, Celerio with 8, Peters with 7, Fields with 7, and then you got Watson and Brett Williams with 6. Who's donating right now out this world? 11 for Patty Mahomes, Trey Lance with 10, Travis Charleston with 9, Sidney Cake with 9, and Mike Kemp with 9 right now. Jordan Love 8, and Daniel Jones 8, Mayfield 8, and Young Barry Strait with 7 of them things right now. Runners right now, who's running the ball? I don't care about carries. I care about who's leading the league in rushing yards right now. So I think Antonio Gibson, and y'all really agree with me right now, Antonio Gibson heard the message. Their team heard the message about this football team. That, you know, we think they can be a better football team if they allow him to be someone that run the ball. And they giving him the ball. 33 carries. He averaged 10.4 yards a carry right now in 2 games. 344 yards, 6 touchdowns, 172 yards a game right now. He's shitting. Our next back with 300 yards in 2 games is Edwards Helaire, 318. J.K. Dobbins, 293. Ronald Jones, 288. Deion McCoy, we told y'all we would see a lot more of this big monster in the backfield with 51 carries and 280 yards. Also, Mostert said, I'm not ready to retire. I still got the speed, 280. And young Aaron Herrera with 40 carries for 274 yards and 4 touchdowns right now. Joey Adai is up here too. And Nasir Dell is also up here. Touchdown makers right now. Look like Nasir Dell balling right now. Yes, sir. 7 of them things. Gibson with 6. Ronald Jones 5. Adai 5. Michael Warner, D. West and Michael Warner got 5 of them things, and then a whole host of 4. Wide receivers right now, and that's putting in Twerkies right now. Marquise Hollywood Brown with 14. D-Hop 10. Jermaine, Mr. Pierre with 10 of them things. Metcalf with 11. Allen Robinson with 13. But when you look at receivers that got the ball, Jalen Darnell has 20 catches on the season in 2 games. 10 a game right now. Isabella 15. C. Randy Moss Johnson with 15. Hollywood 14. Running back Jim Brown out the backfield. Computer Love. Allen Robinson 13. Alright, yard wise right now, who's doing what? So you see Marquise with 454, D-Hop with 368, Mr. Pierre with 359, Metcalf 289, Allen Robinson 279, and there's the kid Jalen Waddle 274, Darden 270, and then you got CD Moss. So we got some receivers playing all right right now, touchdown makers right now. Who's the most? 5 for Marquise Brown. Bryce Moss started off where he left off last year, 5 right now. D-Hop with 4, Jalen Waddle with 4. Defenders right now, who's the tackling machine? We still got the same guys from last year that's making tackles again. Let's find out. Obviously Ray Lewis II with 26, J.R. Nixon. These guys were the first and second pick of last year's draft, not this draft that just came up, last year's draft. Leading the league in tackles right now. I think both these teams got it right with picking these guys where they picked them at. Both of them balling right now. Ty Law, the rookie cornerback, is on the field right now. 22 touchdowns. Do me a favor, if you are watching the podcast and your guy got an NA college, it's something that happens when I bring over the draft class. Over here, if some of these guys' colleges disappear, I have their colleges. I know what college they go to. If you would like me to change that out from Abilene Christian, I will do that for you. Or I think you can do it yourself. But if you got a guy on NA, just send him to a college, please, so we can get rid of that NA stuff. Jamin Davis, man, he's a dog at middle linebacker over there for the Washington football team with 21 tackles as well. Now, tackle for loss is going on right now. Ted Saragusa with 7. Mello Horn, man, this pick was one of the talk of the draft picks. This guy was he reminds me of Warren Sapp, but you know his problem at Florida State was this. He was the number one player in the draft for sure, right? Talent wise, he produced in college. He did everything he had to do. The problem was he got in trouble. He had a couple of incidents that character issues that made him, Kuiper and them grade him out to a 7th round pick because they just thought people would stay away from him. Come to find out, he was a 1st round pick, and as you can see right now, there's a rookie on the field right now with 5 tackles for losses. His impact is huge right now. Carl Michaels is there too for. So the Dolphins is rebuilding their defensive line, right? I mean, Vikings, my bad. The Dolphins is on my mind because he really attacked that D line this year, and I really love what he did. Shaquem Griffin balling over there for the Broncos as well. Now let's get to the sack leaders right now. We'll get to the quarterback in 2 games. Von Miller, old ass, for 5.5. Adolphe Owe with 5. My boy Adolphe is one of the scariest pass rushers in the league right now. You can't run away from him. You can't run at him. Balling. A rookie, Evan Ware. Shout out to Circumbob for drafting Evan Ware from Penn State, 6'4", 226. He got 5 sacks on the season right now. Jonathan Allen from the D tackle spot for the Washington football team, DC, 4 sacks. Hammer Nasiruddin 4, and young Petey Boware for the Baltimore Ravens. Florida State pickup, 6'7", 264. The fastest DN in the draft with 90 speed, 90 excel. Comes around a corner 4 times in the second game to get 4 sacks on the season right now. Chris Rump stepping up, 3.5, and then Nicholas Amos was a baller last year at D tackle, balling again. AntHits right now, man. I think the boy Howard is completely showing he's the best corner in the league right now, and I'm ready to give him that title. Anybody disagree with me that's on chat with headset with me right now? I'm ready to give him that title. Like he literally earned it for 3 straight seasons right now. He's starting off already in 2 games with 4 picks. Awuzie is stepping up 3 right now. Chris Reed 3. Jakiski Tart picking up from where he left off last year, 3. And then Kyle Duggar from the linebacker spot, 3. Caden Stearns from the no-fly zone Denver Broncos defense with 3. Eddie Jackson 3. Bates 3. Obviously you can see a whole bunch of 3s. Look at Antoine Brooks is resignated over there for the Washington football team, balling out right now. Alright, so that's all. I wanted to just show that stat. I wanted to talk about what we planning on doing with those practice squad players. Remember, I will be making 4 more. And here's the franchise guru, balling with the guru. Ravens game halftime probably over, and I'm back to it. As long as these guys that, you know, be in chat with me that hate on the Ravens leave the chat, I'll be able to watch this game peacefully. Other than that, man, y'all pray for me. And here's the franchise guru. We out of here, you heard? Oh yeah, shout out to my boy Shoguns, man. My co-host's not around right now, but hopefully he plugging us in with that kid, Engraven. Now, tomorrow, if you don't know who Engraven is, look him up on YouTube so you can check out what he got going on. That man, I like what he doing. Holla at me, you heard?